Now folks, in the video you're about to see, I'm going to be using a chemical. Some people refer to it as a very dangerous chemical, or a chemical that can be kind of intrusive to sensitive chemical people that can't really handle chemicals for some reason. Don't know why. But you're not going to see me do it. That doesn't mean that it's safe to do. I just happen to be tolerant to easy off oven cleaner. More importantly, lye. I use my hands direct. And I don't wear eye protection. I don't have a face mask. I'm not wearing rubber gloves. I'm not wearing a hazmat suit. And I definitely didn't take, you know, any type of chemo pills or anything like that to prepare for this thing. And, well, there you go. But I'm saying, just because you're seeing me handling this chemical myself barehanded without any type of safety equipment doesn't mean that you should do as I do. Don't. Because I'm responsible for myself. Y'all are responsible for your own doings. Don't follow me. Don't. Howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. It's me once again, amateur artist Mark D. Chandler from Man Land. Yeah, this here video, I'm kind of scrunched down because I wanted the table to be in view here. Showing off this here lodge number 5. It's a vintage lodge. I picked it up for $8 at the, I'm going to call it kind of a thrift store. It's a little indoor shopping, whatnot, thrift kind of store thingy. Antiques. That too. Along with the cars going by. Bones has got his spies everywhere. Yeah, this here lodge, what I want to do in this video is to go through the entire process of restoring this thing. Now, it's not a collector's item, so don't get your hopes up, folks, because collectors, when they see that big old gouge there at the bottom, you know, they think it ain't worth no money. I'm not a collector. I'm a user. As long as this puppy cleans up and performs, I am totally satisfied. And to actually own a piece of vintage lodge, which I have a couple of pieces, but only $8, yeah, you may say it ain't really worth $8, and you may be right, but to me it is, because I bought it for $8 just so I can shoot this video. Folks won't even use this when trying to restore cast iron because it's a very toxic chemical. Ooh, it's so deadly. Because of, now don't get me wrong, I love this boy I'm finna holler out. Cowboy Kent Rollin, that's right. He said you don't put nothing in your cast iron that you're not willing to ingest yourself. Well, Easy Off contains lye. That's pretty much the primary, the active ingredient. And lye comes from a campfire. So if I use a campfire to do my cooking on, I ain't worried about putting it in my skillet. Because this thing comes in contact, well, this one here comes in contact with all kinds of fires, don't it? And of course I didn't read the instructions, I just kind of looked at it and figured it out. But what I'm going to show you right here, this is the Easy Off brand, and it is heavy duty. Okay, this is not the aerosol, this is the pump spray. Obviously, we're going to give this thing here a little shake and a spray. And I'm spraying it directly here on my table because I don't think lye eats away wood. And if it does, I don't care. This table was free. Going to go all the way around, applying a good coat to soak it down. But I like that spray bottle because the aerosol puts fumes and sprays it everywhere. Get it inside there, and I'm going to go ahead and let, mostly when I do my restorations, I'm really curious about the inside, not necessarily the outside. But being this thing here is really coated on the outside as well as the inside, I'm going to give that right there. And I am not sensitive to lye. My hands are sweaty and glistening with water. I will go inside and wash them off. I'm going to place this inside the bag. Folks, if you're sensitive to lye, read the instructions, follow those instructions. Do not do what I do. I'm just telling you, I am not sensitive to lye. I just ain't. Place it inside our double bag. Ooh. You little, come here, you little fella. Yeah, a little yellow jacket want to get in on some action. Come here, I'll spray you. Well, I got the yellow jacket. I got the little yellow jacket. well, Switby, well, whatever that thing is. Let's see. You zoom in. There he is. Yeah. Oh, he don't like that lie. That's how deadly it is, folks. That stuff is dangerous. And I mean, he is conquering out now. Hey, it's good to know that it also kills insects. Yeah. But man's not sensitive to lye. At least I'm not sensitive to easy off. We're going to place this inside the carport, where it's a lot cooler, not out here in direct sunlight. And we'll give this about an hour to an hour and a half. I'll check on it, see how much it has actually removed. Alright, been about an hour and a half. First coating. Little scouring pad there, made out of plastic. No metal. Oh, a little bit of soap in there. Oh well, doesn't matter. We're going to see how this right here works. That is hot. That's water hot. Outside. Remember, this is a real thick coating of this stuff. And that's definitely starting to remove some of that built up coating. Not the thick stuff here. Alright folks, it's come down to this. It's the easy off, clean your cast iron up challenge. We know that the easy off cleaner degreaser, heavy duty, just doesn't cut the mustard. Now look, it's a good product, don't get me wrong. It does do a good job of degreasing, but it did not remove that caked on crap that's like, it's got to come off, right? So we got the Dollar General Store brand already fully shooken up. Now this is not very scientific. I don't have no masking tape to split this right down the middle, but the handle I'm not sure about. I'm going to hit it right down toward the middle on the sides. And yeah, it foams, it cleans, and it sticks. Let's take a look at the easy off. Let's compare it. On the same handle, that's going to be an overlap. This comes out a lot more smoother, a lot more even, a lot less. And yeah, I'm spraying a little extra because it just seems like it actually holds a better foam than the Dollar General Store stuff. Interesting. Now, I'm only doing, I'm going to add another coat. You see it's starting to turn brown already, so it's doing something instantly. Like I say, they both claim to do this in 5 minutes. This is just the backside. Let me tilt my camera down. Hold on just a second. I thought I had everything in there just right, and I didn't. Zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Now y'all can see. No monkey business going on here. Now, easy off again. Handle. And it also is pulling up what appears to be brown gunk. Now what I normally would do is to take this thing, I spray the inside, and I put it in 2 of these plastic bags that you get from the, Walmart, whatever. And I set it up on the carport, not in the oven, don't apply any heat to it. There it is for about an hour, and I would come back and rub it down, and I would see the difference. But I'm not spraying the inside just yet. I'm just doing the back side. So we kind of got a line right there for Dollar General brand and the easy off. I'm going to leave this out here on the picnic table without putting it in the bag and see what happens, just for the heck of it. Okay? Been just about 2 hours. Man, this thing here, there's a lot of chlorine in the water. Look how brown that is. Yeah, this is the inside first. Now it didn't take all the coating off the back, but I'm scrubbing it down, and I'm getting it down finally to the gritty of the nitty. You still got a lot of the crust on the side here, and that's that cheap brand that we're using. It's still fully encased. Oh man, look at all the brown coming off. It's slowly taking it all off. Slowly. And this water we have here is super, super hot. Stirring it down. And what I'm going to do now is I'm trying off-brand names. This final thing, I'm going to take it, put it on the stove. I'm going to heat it up and dry that completely. And I'm going to add the Easy Off oven cleaner, and I'm going to leave it overnight. Fresh off the stove there, heated up, evaporated most of the water off. You can see right there, it's nighttime, folks. I'm shooting it here under the light here in the house, in the kitchen. And it has removed a lot of that crust on the inside. There's still a lot there on the sides, on the lid, the edges. Yeah, this is some thick, nasty stuff. Here's the outside, but you can see a lot of that stuff there just come off. It's flaking off, and it's doing its thing. And we're really not hit it with a good heavy duty coat of Easy Off heavy duty oven cleaner yet. Just one side there. There's Chip. Yeah, we're going to give Chip here the full value. We're going to actually spray it down now that it's dry, got all the moisture off of it, not adding anything to it other than that heavy duty stuff. Once this pan cools down, putting it in the double bags, leaving the carport overnight. That's going to be roughly about 7 to 8 hours. In the morning when I get up, I'm going to bring it in, shoot the video, wash it off, and then go to work. And I may have to coat it with a coat of oil, of course, because we're getting down to the bare metal now. And that doesn't look like bare metal yet. That's actually bare metal. And it's starting to slightly do that flash rust right now. Man, this technique right here, it takes a little while. When you got some thick coats of stuff on it like this, it's gnarly. I mean, I knew this was going to be a challenge. It's really a challenge. So it's time to get down with some name brand goodness. The actual Easy Off. So let me let this thing do it. Next video you see will be in the morning. About 8 hours worth. Next morning, before I go to work, it's working, but it's taking it off a layer at a time. Ooh, man. The crud is still on there, but it is definitely starting to loosen up. Yeah, it's going to take another treatment. So I'm going to wash this dude out. Trying not to get the that's hot water. You know it's working because it stinks. It smells like rotten oil or something. That stinky putrefied. Not rancid smell, burnt rancid smell crap. Yeah. But yeah, it's starting to make a lot of that crust come off. So I'm going to scrub it really hard. Let me get this rinsed down here. Like I say, now it's morning time. Let it get that little bit of flash rust on it so y'all can see the contour difference. You see the crust on the side? Yeah. Man, there's the backside. She's a working, but she's a mighty tough. I don't think this thing has ever been cleaned up since it was originally purchased. Who knows? Yeah, you can definitely see Chip is showing his belly button. Well, what am I going to do? Spray it down again, put it inside them plastic bags, and let it sit in the carport during the daylight hours in the Mississippi heat. And I'll check it when I get home. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. Hey, everybody. Just got home from work, and that outside crust, yeah, it's starting to pile up on my finger now. I think it's sitting outside in the carport all day. It's really done its thing. Let's take a look at the inside here. Try not to make a mess here on the kitchen floor. This is the inside crust right here along its edges. Yeah, it's definitely coming off now. Yeah, Heavy duty, easy off oven cleaner. It's the way to go. Of course, I already knew that, but I had to try these other ones just for the heck of it. Put this in the sink. Okay, I'm gonna shut the camera off. After I get my hands washed off, we'll clean this together. Come on. Yeah, Weeby's hot water tank is like sitting on nuclear or something. You cannot hold your hand under that dude. And the longer it runs, the worse it gets. So, get all that brown stain coming off of there. It's still coming off. There's the back side. Let's see if we can rinse most of this off. And it has that really bad, burnt, fishy, gooky, that's like not too fond smell. That's when you know it's working. It really eats that coating away. And right there, just rinsed off. Just rinsed off. You can still see some coating on there. Let's see if that comes off. Yeah, it's starting to rub off my finger, but not quite. It's still a little bit sticky. But let's give it a good scrub down. I ain't gonna bore you with the scrub down, but at least you can get kind of an idea. Finally, we're actually making real progress. And I'm trying to cool it down. I just put it on the stove top to dry the water out, and it's gonna have a flash rust. And if anybody who's ever done cast iron restoration, you're trying to re-season your cast iron from start to finish, you know about flash rust. So I don't think I need to explain that. But one thing I do need to explain is the fact that this easy off heavy duty oven cleaner works wonders. It does. Especially you want to sit there and put time and effort and money into a lye tank or the electrolysis deal. So if you're going to do this right here, you know, you got a couple of pans you just want to kind of spruce up from time to time. Like, you really don't have to do this one time because you're going to take care of your cast iron skillet from now on, right? And yeah. But anyway, I'm fanning it down here in the air because I got my pot holder. There's Chip. You can see Chip. Yeah, that's evidently there. And that's a deep daggum chip. And it doesn't come through to this side, but it is pretty daggum deep. I think it's a little bit better than halfway of the thickness of the skillet total. But I do have some residue. This residue crust that is still on the outside. But as I rotate it around, hopefully in the light we can see it all, most of it has come away. And just a tiny bit on the inside ring here to the pour spout and nothing else. But you see all that brown rust in there? That's flash rust. That means we've got down to the bare metal. And it was done by Easy Off Oven Cleaner, predominantly. Yeah, true enough, I did use the off brand and you know, that Easy Off degreaser. Hey, that's good stuff. I'm not knocking the product. It just won't work on cast iron like I thought it might. And hey, that was just trial and error. So we're going back to the old school or tri-school or tested school and what works. Now I'm going to add another coating of Easy Off to this pan because I want to remove this part right here easily. I'm not going to start my seasoning process till tomorrow, so it can go out under the carport. Oh, here on the ring, this is usually the toughest part right here. This is what receives most of the flame, and so it really gets caked up and, you know, those little crevices and corners. But there's a pretty good look. You can see the number 5, you can see the 3 notches in the rings. We know this is a classic lodge. And man, Chip right there is looking even worse. But hey, that's what you find out when you get the crud off. You can actually see what you got to work with here. And I'm really thinking that maybe this was a defect from the factory back in the day. You know, it had an air bubble in there and somebody bought it, and through the period of time of use it said boom, you know, it finally broke apart. Because I can't see it, I can't see rust eating this because the rest of the pan is in perfect shape. It's not even a spinner, it just sits flat. The only wear and tear I see is actually on the ring itself. It was kind of shiny when I bought it. But that deep pit right there, yeah, I think that's pretty much a manufacturer defect. Well, well, well. Finally the time has arrived. I finally got all that crust off this here Mr. Chip. Yep, he turned out pretty daggum nice. That one more little trip over there in the carport did the trick. Removed all that daggum sealing off. So now it's time to give you a close-up. Come on over here, let me show you. Yep, well, there you have it, folks. This is how I strip my cast iron at the moment. Playing around with the easy off heavy duty oven cleaner. It takes a little time, especially on super crusted deals, but it does work. And man, I am so proud to see this thing back down to its bare metal. I sure am. Yep, so that's the end of this here video. I just wanted to show how I do the stripping process with the easy off. And it ain't exactly so easy when it's really crusty. Yeah, next video is going to be me actually seasoning this thing. Yeah, the way I do it, under the carport, as long as I got propane. Take them easy and taking care of y'all. Amateur artist Mark D. Chandler, once again from Man Land. Man, that is going to be nice. I just wish your belly button wasn't so deep.